if you're watching, we are on the next one. Okay, we gotta lower it, right? It looks higher.
We need to stop doing that every time we.
I know. They're like, okay.
I fixed it already. We're good.
Because I realized that when it looks like it's like a standard, that's good. Guys, welcome. This is VibeCheck. Actually,
episode 11.
His idea. Return on investment. We're talking about finances today, and right.
Yeah, return on investment of appreciation.
That's the game, and we're gonna make this pop a little bit.
There is never not an investment on appreciating something.
Correct.
Somebody or someone.
So it was the investment of appreciation. I think was the name.
The return of investment of appreciation.
The investment that is appreciated when it is returned to you.
Now it's not to
wait. Hold on a second.
When we say that, it's not like to expect something when you're like overthinking somebody or giving them a gift or a letter or anything like that. It's not to expect anything in return, but it's to cast something out there so that that subconsciously you're bettering the world, but also helping other people better the world, because it's kind of like holding a door open for somebody. It's like you don't get anything out of that, but the other person does, and they might hold the door up for somebody else or do some other like act of kindness for somebody else. There is such a return on investment, but usually when you don't expect anything, that's when it all comes full circle, and you do end up getting like something out of it. Whether it be why?
Yeah, why?
It's just the way the world goes around. Some people call it karma, some people call it reciprocation. It just happens. Like the more good and well-being you do to the world and to other people, the more it comes around to you. It's just the way it goes. The energy that you give out is the energy that you attract. I promise.
All right. Okay. Because I'm like you guys. Like, we're in the comments. What's up, guys? We gotta let's see. We are live. What is up? What is up, Veshame? Harrison, how you guys doing? That is the game. And,
that is the game.
Robbie was kind of describing what was it, a domino effect, which reminds me, a man once told me, he goes, yeah, dude, I just feel like there's no point of anything's on bad terms, because I feel, whether it's resentment or any negativity, if you just get positivity, like I just feel like it needs to be done. Like, why? And because I feel like when you're positive to somebody, you give them that positivity, whether that's through, hey, I forgive you, or let's tie to the topic. If it's like, hey, I just really appreciate the time that you gave me on this project. Like, thank you for being a friend, supporting me with my vision. Or, hey, thank you for letting me borrow that pencil, man. I was able to do what I had to do. Appreciate your kindness. Like, even little things. You inspire, like holding the door open doesn't benefit you. It's just a little thing, but may inspire the next person. So that domino effect, that positivity, it's like a domino, knocks it down, because it's the next person, and then they introduce that positivity to their friends or their loved ones, and that just keeps going down. Mm-hmm. And Robbie told me that actually when we moved to LA last year, because we were literally like, in situations where we wanted to have things ended on a positive note, and we were like, why are we thinking this? But it is that when you can express that positivity and give that to somebody, not only people are like, what's my benefit? You do have that satisfaction, because you are giving and you are being kind, and you will find that slowly but surely that's going to be the most fulfilling thing to you.
Yeah, it really has to. You really have to walk a fine line between knowing that you're really just giving to give rather than give to receive. Because I'm in sales, and there's a lot of times where I've heard of people in sales kind of giving a huge thank you or a giveaway only to receive something on the back end. But if you're doing that, people can see it right through that crap. It's like the smoke screen. It's like when you text somebody hey, how you been? And then they respond, and then you're like, oh, did you see my sales flyer or whatever?
I just got one of my old friends.
Then yeah.
Oh my god.
In that case, the next time you reach out to that person, they're gonna be they're gonna try to sell me something. They don't really care.
You're immediately triggered. They don't trust.
Smoke screen. There's no trust, whatever. So if you can be very upfront and intentional about your intentions from the get-go, even saying in a text message hey, I don't know if you saw my sales text, but yada yada yada. They might say no, but they're gonna be okay, I trust this guy because he's doing exactly what he's saying he's gonna do, and he's just providing that full authenticity.
Yeah.
So I do respect that, but basically what I'm trying to get at is just give without expectation, because that's when people will really be impacted.
That's the game.
It's the game.
I literally was was about to say an example, and I forgot how I wanted to word it.
Is it baseball?
I had to be baseball. Something about baseball.
Like when you hit a home run and it's so far, it goes all the way around that. And then boom comes back.
It's because I haven't slept for 3 hours in like the last 30 hours. You can like literally see how tired I am, and I'm not even kidding.
He was just sleeping on my couch.
I swear I'm completely sober right now, and I'm like just really tired and shot. I might look like.
That's the first.
Yeah, that's the first. I'm always like, and I drink a lot. I go, but
No,
what you just said. No. He's like, no,
for the kids.
No, I can literally be like, I can say for 10 minutes straight, I do it. Probably go, oh my boy, no, he don't. He's got my back. He goes.
They're there.
Okay, your last statement you said.
Yeah.
In a couple words, how would you make that your main point?
My main point, basically in a couple words, pretty much just give without expectation or obligation to receive anything back. Just because that's where like your pure-hearted intentions come from, and that all stems from the love of God. He loves us unconditionally, and we should do the same without condition at all.
Yeah.
With no obligation or expectation. Even when I'm like talking to somebody, whether it be a friendship or a new girl that I might be dating, it's all about like just giving without expectation. Like whether it be a message or you're doing an act of kindness, just do it because it's better to the world, and it's gonna make you feel good too.
Exactly, and actually, no, I remember my example. It's the fact that, oh my god.
Forget it.
Wait, no, you just said, I just said, oh my god, it's good. Oh no, it's, oh, yeah, like, Kurt.
Yeah.
We have a guy named Kurt, he's on the Spinal Guy. You see him in some of my videos, guys, a really nice guy. Mm-hmm. Literally, I called him because I was like, oh man, Kurt would kill this role. And I told him, I'm like, we're on the phone. I'm like, hey man, we're going to the studio tonight, and I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really think there's going to be anyone you benefit unless you want to film something really quick. But because if you want to do something for 10 minutes, I got you. But yeah, just be coming, and I can just film your shots. But I told him if you have anything else you have to do, even small things, just do that. No worries. But like, you wouldn't be benefiting. Like, that's how I talk to people coming to the studio. Yeah. Because I know it's like the studio. It's like it's quick, it's intense. Even if for an hour or two, it's hot in there. It's a lot, and it's late. Yeah. And I'm just like, like I'm very blunt. Even we called them. It was like a week before, Mason and I, because we didn't know how to. We wanted to make we didn't know how long form worked on Facebook. Mm-hmm. We were asking about Reels, how that does, and so we called him. And the first thing I said on that phone call was like, hey, Kurt, I'm letting you know. You don't have to give me any time right now. We're just asking you for advice with Facebook. Unless you have anything again you need, I got nothing for you. And I tell him that all the time because he's always trying to give like. I mean, you can maybe say, oh, yeah, he's a know-it-all. He just wants to feel smart. But like, I literally was like, yo, bro. Like, I messed with him. I'm like, hey, man. I asked him a question that was obviously sarcastic, but he took it serious. He called me and said, hey, man, you need any help though?
Question for you.
Yeah.
When was the last time you gave without expectation, and what impact did it make for the other person?
Well,
what impact did you see come from that situation?
It's actually the first thing I thought was when I was just at the shop and got cash for like 50. I'm giving I don't think my hairdresser actually watches my videos, but I'm giving her $50 to maybe 100. I'm gonna think honestly at this point, I don't think I would, because I was like, I was thinking maybe 100, but actually I don't think I would have time to get cash because I'm getting off at the airport at 5. I can be there at 7 o'clock, and it's gonna be rush hour from Cleveland, and it's already an hour drive from Kent. It's, oh my god, I might be screwed. Anyways, so I was thinking about that, because it's already it's in action, and I did that, but I don't expect anything, and I think she's gonna be happy. But that doesn't answer your question because I didn't see it yet. But I really started. I did half the process is done, but I'm like, you know what? She literally was like, yeah, I got you, and she's probably every time I tip her always 50 to 60%, and so I think like even if I gave her like the same thing or maybe a little bit more, it's like like not gonna question me, like still the big tip, I appreciate it, so I don't expect anything else, but like I feel like I have to because she literally gave me her time. She like helped fit me in her schedule because everything was booked. She switched some things around. I was like, fuck, like that is so like if someone's gonna do that to me, it's not even like I feel like I owe her because again she's not expecting anything, but that's why I have no expectations going to it.
It's interesting. She literally did that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that inspired me to do back to her, but I don't expect her to do anything back because I expect her to be like, if anything, oh, now we're even. I don't know. But I'm just like, I just wanted like but I just told Robbie this. This is why I wanted to actually hop on this topic. We were talking, and I told Robbie, I was like, yeah, dude.
What were we just talking about beforehand? He said you were just talking to me about something.
Yeah, I know. Because we just I know, but I actually still know the last thing we said. I forgot exactly. Like I'm actually I must be brave. I slept honest to God like it was like maybe 3.5 hours. And then like last day and a half and I got a flight soon. I'm so tired.
Aside from that,
I'm like forgetting, but I told you I was like Robbie. Oh my God, this is so bad. I'm sorry. What was the last thing we just said?
Well, I was asking you what the last thing you did that was like really, where you gave without expectation, and you were talking about your haircut, and yada, yada, tipping the lady, and you were like, oh, I was actually just talking to Rob about this.
Because I told something in the kitchen about that, about giving, when I said about giving in the kitchen.
I remember.
You remember? I was like, Robbie, I think I said about the giving, I think I said something along the lines of, although friendships and giving shouldn't be 50-50, I was like, Robbie, I was like, dude, I feel like if someone gives to me, I have to give back because I actually want to reward them. Like if someone gives to me, I want to be like, okay, you know what? As Robbie said, and people are used to, well, if I give, that's what I told you in the kitchen. If I give, people expect it, even if people expect to have it back. I said, if someone goes, you know what, I'm just going to give and give and give, I'm going to spend my whole life giving. Everything, giving and giving, and I'm gonna take it all back. Everyone's gonna give everything back. Someone's gonna give something back. I'm gonna take it all. It's like this guy is still spending his whole life giving, and he's probably doing that for a lot of people. It's his whole life. They're gonna be inspired to give too, and it's like that's so better than the average person. Like a lot of people are not giving. So it's like when someone gives to me, I literally even for small things. Like bro, I was at Planet Fitness, and I was like, oh, how many sets do you guys have left? The machine that's always taken, the flash.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
Pec
just
deck.
Huh?
It's called a pec deck.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Pack deck, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So here, how did you know that?
It's just what it is. I've always known that.
I feel like this is actually like one of the first podcasts where authentically just talking.
Maybe like common knowledge. The pec deck. Like pack deck of weights. Pec deck in it.
See, I feel like I had a different name and then you said pack deck as a new name. I'm going, we might need that's good. That's kind of good. But no, we're actually talking this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we always feel like.
And that's what I was thinking about. It's like if it's podcasts, that's when you actually ask each other the questions.
Yeah.
But
we do skits. We feel like we have to look at the camera and we're going to talk to them.
I'm usually talking to them, but I want to talk to you and
have
them hear it.
Exactly.
Because that's when we get the most in tune.
Yes. Because literally, I was like, yeah, bro, like this guy, like if you're always giving yada yada yada.
That's why we should do this. Maybe bring in a guest.
Ikea. Oh, he's gonna be on
Ikea.
Ikea. When you
awesome.
Watch this, because I'm gonna text you at some point. Oh, by the way, there's a live. 11. Don't forget 11, because Kia's gonna be like, "Oh, are you serious?" My dog, bro. But yeah, no, you literally your name slipped out. I changed my answer, Mason. I'm serious. But that's
all the great guys we have on.
Exactly. True. And the appreciation, yeah, see that, even that, to tie in the topic, hey, we appreciate the value you guys have. If you'd like to come on the podcast, share what you maybe have inspired us or taught us. But the thing, guys, is that the investment in appreciation goes a long way, because when you appreciate and you fully take in what is happening, what you're grateful for, you're more inspired to give. It's like, wow, I have all of this. I don't need all of this. I'm happy. I want you to have it. I'm gonna be happier if you have it. I have all these Quest bars in my apartment because we got this killer brand deal, and I'm swimming in this money. I'm telling you. I don't want to see your reaction, no, but we have all this product, and I'm like, well, I don't really need all this, and I would rather have it sit here. It's not out of a room. I have a huge closet that's pretty much I mean, I got room in it. It's not empty, but I got room in it. But it's just I'm like, well, no, it'll be cool. But yo, Robbie, a whole other box. And I'd rather see Robbie goes, yo, bro, this is Yo, bro, this is it. I'd rather like have that than no interaction than just sitting in my closet. Or basically going, oh, bro, let's go. And it's
That being said, like sometimes you won't get like a
that,
reaction
yeah.
or anything like that at all, but like you still made a difference. That person, like that in itself, if you're like seeking like a reaction or a thank you or something like that, it's like yes, like it's naturally gonna happen, but if it doesn't and you're like hurt by that, it's like, are you actually giving to give or are you giving to receive acknowledgement for that?
I wish it was that easy, Robbie. It's actually more dark than that. More dark.
More dark.
What happens when that happens, guys? This is risky. Let's talk about the risks. So you have a shovel, okay? And when you dig your own dirt and you give it away and you have no expectations back, if people take it, they go, wow, thank you for that dirt. Here's some wood. You can light a fire. You guys have heat now. Oh, hey, thank you. I didn't even, hey, if I give you my dirt, here you go. Thank you. Have a good day. That fulfillment, or saying that you're going to get giving, you're not, if you have that expectation, you're not only going to be fulfilled, that's what I mean, you're physically digging yourself a bigger hole. You're digging your own grave. You're going to be
what exactly?
The shovel. The dirt, like, now you're left with a hole. And you're like, well, I thought you were going to give me something back. Well, if you have no expectation, you don't care there's a hole. It's like, well, I'm happier I gave because I genuinely wanted him to have it. So that's the desired result. I'm happy. But what's the desired result going to be when you give them some of your dirt? And they're like, thank you. But you're like, oh, you didn't give back. Now I have a hole. You have less. And then when you have less to give. When you have less to give, it's less happiness for you and less happiness to give. It's literally a physical, it's one of my best metaphors, man.
Sometimes less is more.
You're digging. It's like, wait, that'll be on. No, because that counts my point. You can't say that. You just want that, you're going to say. No, it's like Robbie goes so in depth. It's like Robbie goes 5 minutes. He's like, yeah. And then I go, damn, man, you really know how to. That's awesome. And then I go into 5 minutes and then Robbie goes, yeah, well, what works for one doesn't work for another. Anyways, guys, it's like, well, yeah, well, no, well, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like I'm not digging the hole less. So, but it is, I'm not gonna lie, easier said than done. There's sometimes when you get the people that you truly care about that usually do give back, and you're like accustomed to them giving back. I think everyone can relate to that. There's gotta be a moment you gave and then did not receive as much, and you were like, wait, what happened? What did I do wrong, or are they the piece of shit?
That's why you shouldn't like attach like a feeling with like or have any expectation or obligation when you're giving. That's what I'm saying. It's like you should just like give to give, not to receive. Whether that be a feeling, a monetary value, a gift in return, anything like that. Because if you're really doing it and expecting something in return, it's like there's no point, because then at that point you're just going 50-50. Rather than like at that point, it might as well not have even been an interaction.
Is it 100?
It's like give to give. It's like, okay, we just like we're even now. So why even do that if that's how it was before? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Send it.
Okay. All right. Tell me this. Why?
Why?
No. There's a question. So, okay. What if, okay, I'm going to give, I'm not going to have expectation. You give, they take. You went in with the mindset of, I'm not going to expect anything, but you were like, damn, I thought I was more strong than that. I didn't get anything back, and I actually am still hurt, and I intentionally went in trying to go with no expectation, but I'm just so hurt because I care about them, and I thought they would care about it more. What advice, and I'll answer this after, you, or I answer it first, whatever. Doesn't matter whatever you want to do, but what advice would you give somebody where it's like, if you try to give and you try to with good intent, but you're human, you're feeling a little petty, you're feeling a little hurt, whatever that may be, not saying your feelings are valid, even if it's petty, but what would your advice be to them to help them feel better, or like to overcome that sadness if they end up having that expectation?
Yeah, I'd have to say, first of all, I'm not perfect. I do have some things that I do wrong as well. So it's okay.
Let me get the list.
Maybe a few. But I'd have to say, as far as that goes, yeah, when you're giving without expectation, and you come off on empty sometimes, I think you really have to take the due diligence and the time to make sure that you're completely fulfilled. That's something I struggled with in college a lot. I was always like trying to be there for everybody else, so especially with my time and energy, because I was always like being, whether it be like a good friend, but a counselor or
And
mentor,
you've done that for me
coach,
several times.
or something like that.
I'm
Where,
sorry to interrupt you. I
go
have
ahead.
to. There was one time. I'm so sorry. There was one
Okay.
time we were literally because Robbie was nursing, and we were decently friends at the time, hardly close. It was very new, very like we did a video before. I wanted to do this moonwalk video in the business building. We were filming with someone who was pretty incompetent. I was like, gonna do a damn angle, you know what I'm talking about? All of I was but on all fun, we didn't know where we are. You know, we didn't film. I didn't know what I was doing. Like if I, it was a lot on me. I just started making videos, but Robbie gave like his entire day, and I'm like. I remember I was like, Robbie, it wasn't even like, this is how unfair it was. It was, remember, I just need to dance. It was like, I mean, dude, like, I literally, I showed you, I got this move, and I don't have these, like, set exact moves. I just, like, just kind of do it. I don't know, I'm like, all right, well, just,
Figure it out.
Figure it out. I was like,
feel
okay,
like-
I don't know. It was like, bro, this is your video. Like, you tell me what you want. It's like, I don't know. I got
I
this.
feel like that's a lot of the reason why like you enjoyed me in the videos, because I could just like come up with something, make it work.
Yes, I
know
like
what you're
initiation
looking,
and
I know what you're
improvisation.
looking for, in a sense, and I can just like do that.
But it's also patience is the biggest thing. And so yeah, I don't want to I want to go back to your point, but I want to pause that because that was like something that was like really cool. Where it's like it's like what he's preaching is literally like what I saw. It's like I saw him in nursing, I saw him grinding, and it's like, hey man, we're hardly even friends, but no pay, you have my whole.
Yeah, essentially.
Why'd you do it?
Why?
Yeah, why'd you do it?
It's really
I never
just,
asked that. Yeah.
yeah, the sense of like a lot of what I do is simply pay forward the love that I've been given throughout my life, whether it be coaches, mentors, love of Jesus Christ. It's more so just like pay that forward without expectation or obligation, and show, you know, a sense of love so that they can pay it forward to other people.
And
really,
you didn't know me
make a
that well at the
difference.
time.
No.
Not nearly as fun.
Like I mentioned, in college, I gave a lot of time, like finances, resources, things like that, out of my pocket just to like be there for other people. But I did come to a point where I was running on empty. So you really have to find what like fulfills you via self-care, whether it be like reading or meditating or therapy or whatever that looks like, to make sure that you're completely fulfilled. Because I noticed that the people that are always giving and giving and giving, but not, you know, taking a pit stop to, you know, fill their own gas tank, those are the people that run out on empty and like can really, you know, mentally get, you know, ill, or just be, you know, mentally exhausted, that really come out on burnout, if you will.
Yeah.
So really be cautious of that. So just make sure that like you're finding like what is self-care for you. What does that look like? What makes you feel most fulfilled, or, you know, full of life, and do more of those things so that you can have an excess to give without expectation, rather than like, you know, giving and like being like, oh, there's a piece missing, I need that back. So make sure you're doing enough for yourself and loving yourself so that you can have an excess, so you can have stuff to give, so you're not feeling like that. Does that make sense?
No, exactly. And if you're having a hard time finding like, okay, what do you like to do, and like find that pace to give, you know, try praying about it. Pray for clarity, and pray and try to find peace in things you do, and slowly but surely, I think you will kind of come on your path, and you'll say, okay, I like this. I know you trial and error, and you'll find your passion. And you know, to answer that transitions into actually my answer to the question, which I'll make like I just wrote about 24 minutes into this brief, but I'll get to the point. You know, I've been tested recently with a situation where I feel like even me 2 years ago would have handled it a lot more dramatic, like less skill to cope, less at peace, more vulnerability that could lead to act out in maybe negative, toxic ways. But recently, you know, having that peace and praying for that clarity, and you know, if you find yourself, it's like, okay, well, you know, I expected it back, and I can't believe that person didn't get back, and you're mad at them, or you're mad at the situation, or just sad about the whole thing. I'm telling you, don't even involve the other person, because even if they wronged you, when you are so confident with yourself and you have that peace with the Lord, and you know everything that's happening is the perfect plan for you, you're where you need to be, you know, God is like, okay, like I need you to go through this. You might be taking a step down, but it's because with me, I'm gonna get you faster here. There's people that for years will be climbing mountains, getting here. You walk with me because I love you so much. Let's walk on water. Let's walk here. We'll get faster and we'll get her safer because I love you. When you find that clarity and that peace, it's like, no, I'm not alone. I'm walking my hand with the Lord. I'm fine. And you get closer to there, tying back to the topic, being more Christ-like, giving, showing that appreciation, being grateful, having that gratitude, that compassion. Fuck! Like, are you guys pushing content on TikTok? Fuck! No, but what I'm trying to say is that when you get to that point, that other person could literally spit on your shoes and not give back, and you're like, you have that you literally have empathy. Gary Vee literally says this, I'll give credit, I'm not going to take it as if it's mine. It's just something that inspires me. You literally will look at them with empathy. It's like, man, the fact that they're in such a dark place, they have to bring me down in order to make themselves be better.
Their deep psychological issues.
With their deep psychological issues. Yes. And literally, but it's they're not appreciative. If they're mad, they're not appreciating what they have. They're probably not practicing positive things that, you know.
I think I mentioned that on the previous podcast, but when I see people in that dark space where they're like just really self-loathing or, you know, just being negative, spewing negative comments, toxicity your way, first of all, you have the authority and control to say, I don't receive that, first of all. You have complete control over the situation because whatever's coming in from the outside, from other people or other situations, you can step out of that and be like, nah, I'm not gonna feel that. I look at it as like thoughts going past my mind and I'm like, okay, I choose to receive this one. I'm not choosing this one. Even when I'm talking to myself in my head, I'm like, oh, I might not be good enough for that. I'm like, actually, I don't receive that.
I don't receive.
I refuse that.
I said, yeah, I'm just not gonna receive.
I don't receive that. Like,
nah, we're not having that.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. So just to be able to like we were saying, you know, with the Lord, it's kind of cool because you have an excess of, you know, love, but also that self-care, like I was talking about, it's like really crucial, whether it be like physical, spiritual, mental, whatever that looks like in all those areas. Make sure you're completely full so you have room to give. But yeah, we've been, I think this is our longest podcast yet. I'm pretty happy about it.
I am too.
Stoked.
I even wanted to say, you know, at the end of this, one thing I wanted to mention was, yeah, I totally forgot. No, I'm gonna I'll get it this time. The thing is that when you're very appreciative and you have that gratitude, your mental mindset overcomes your physical body. And I swear to you, I've pulled more all-nighters than I've ever had. And I'm not saying, yo, like, you guys don't need to sleep once you have peace. You are a machine. It's it's not good. I'm getting better. Even today, I got up at, beginning of recently 10. So, like, I think this, I'll tell you right now. This is actually, I was going to bed literally like at 7, 8 a.m., very bad. And then I got it back to like 3, 4, and then I got to 2, 3. And I was getting up to 10. I pulled one all-nighter, but I slept the whole day and then went back to bed at the same time and then woke up again, like, it was like 11. Mm-hmm. So I've been like doing better with that. But the thing that's been powering me through, I'm telling him as if I'm telling you the first time. I haven't talked to him this second. He's been busy. Like I'm not even traveling tomorrow. He was at where were you? Ventura. It said the city.
Oxnard. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Tell him your social security number. Oh shit. Oh no, but I literally, I'm like, cause I swear to you, I don't even, Mason's watching my live. I almost canceled my film shoot today because I was like, I can't do 3 hours. Like I literally was like, I deserve to fucking sleep. Like this is not fair. I gotta turn off work mode. But then I was like, well, shit, like things were, I got baptized, I had a great time with my friend Joey last night. I got all my work done, the videos started to pick up again. Everything just like, again, now like, just again, falling perfectly into place and just like, crap, I have a lot less on my shoulders. I feel a lot more at peace. I'm gonna do 3 hours and just do it. Like I'm good. Like, I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. And I literally woke up today. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Now I'm tired.
So many 5-hour energies, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I didn't even drink a full. I didn't even have like a sip. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll smoke and it will kind of like wake me up. It's sativa. Sativa like gets you like giddy, wakes you up. I didn't even smoke. I was just like, no, I'm sober. I was just up in 3 hours.
We don't condone
So-
that activity, by the way. None of that.
Yeah, we're not saying, hey, like, you know, yeah,
No.
But I'm being real. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
my integrity.
But take your greens. Take your greens in the morning. Really good for
Vegetables. Eat
Yes.
vegetables.
Eat vegetables.
He's not saying smoke every morning.
No, Athletic Greens is what I use. It's not sponsored though. It's
Yeah.
not sponsored.
But yes, guys, like that's the game.
That's it. And make sure you're living in the future, like for the future.
Living in the
Not
future,
so much
guys.
in the
Don't live in the
past.
present. Live ahead of time. Worry about what's gonna happen.
Well, the thing that I've noticed, like with like my close friends, is they're not like straight up talking about like the past or like their traumas. They're talking about creation and
Yeah.
like imagination,
Goals.
things that they want to create in the world as like real life things. So go out and create, you know, what you feel like is going to be fulfilling for you to make the world a difference for somebody.
Inspire others.
Value.
And guys, on top of that, just even ending with the topic, I was gonna say this anyways, it actually relates to the topic. If you ever find yourself not having that motivation to do so, literally sometimes what motivates me is like giving advice or just helping others. Because when they go, thank you, like you inspire me, like I look up to you, you then feel like, oh shit. And then you have to live up. Elvis Presley described this. It's actually real. Like there's the person and there's the image. And a lot of times you feel like you need love to the image. And I feel like myself, like there's a lot of friends and I mean, even our old roommate was just like, yeah, you guys are like my biggest role models. I'm like, well, I need my shit in check because like if I fail, he's gonna copy what I do. He's gonna fail, and so then you're motivated to just keep growing because people look up to you. They inspire to be like you, and you need to set a good example and spread that positivity, which ties back to what we were saying in the first place. Done.
Boom.
That's all I wanted to say.
Pay forward the love that you've been given from your friends, family, loved ones, and
Follow
Jesus
J
Christ.
Bobby on Instagram, TikTok.
Yo, follow your boy.
Instagram, TikTok. Get us, follow us on everything, and like any other thing that could like help us with monetization or anything.
Send hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, like we need credit now.
Just
But
kidding.
guys, thank you so much.
Hey, we're not doing this to get anything in return. We just want to provide value.
Alright, hold on a second, dude. We're lit. Oh yeah. No, but guys, God bless you all. And honestly, feel free to DM any of us if you want us to pray for you about anything, or you
Please.
please, we'll be happy to provide you that hand in faith and help you, reach Him.
Amen to that. Well, with that being said, we love you guys.
So there's I got distracted.
And-
There's like master distracted. I don't know.
We wish you a blessed evening.
Wait, hold on. Let's say bye like 5 more times and waste time.
Adios.